Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
Is there a plug right here?
Oh.
Look, I'm
You
like
ready?
other Tiara.
Right here.
All right, we're gonna start. I'm gonna just do a little clap again so Dee can know him. Hi.
Hey guys,
What's up? What's up?
Hey y'all, I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Dee.
This is episode 193 of the Oprah Rose Show.
Oh my God, we're getting close to 200. Every number, I'm just like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
She's gagging.
And the doll still ain't got no plans.
I know. I was, and every time we say it, I'm like, oh, I gotta hit such and such to figure this out, and I never do. So.
We definitely are going to be live for 200. It's just a matter of like how many.
When and
cities.
where, child. Let me get I'm getting my little notebook out and I'm writing it down.
Yeah, we gotta hit more than one city. Like I'm trying to do 5 cities. I'm trying like a little mini tour.
Okay, come on, tour.
Yeah, a little mini
Okay,
tour.
tour.
Look,
Come on.
5
It's giving
cities.
festival-
I'm
it's
all
giving
about
festival season.
manifestation. You know, say what you want and it'll happen.
That's right. Oh yeah, because you have a proven track record of that, honey. I love
You know,
it.
tweet things and they come true.
Tweet things and they come true, right?
It happened real fast.
Yeah, it was like a year late, but it still happened.
It happened.
I mean, everybody's shit got pushed back a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, that's true.
You
That's
know.
true. Because when I said it was 2019, yeah. So to your
Mhm.
point, yeah.
Yeah, no, cannot wait to see this video, child.
Right.
Cannot
When is it
wait.
coming out?
The end of June, actually the week of my birthday, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, what
Yes.
a present.
Cancer season is approaching.
Come on.
Come on, Cancer.
season. Also we wanted to say shout out to we had our little wind down with our Patreon members, especially some of our day ones, Tracy and who else was there?
Oh, girl, Becky was in the spot.
Sharon, Tracy. Yeah, so shout out to y'all. We had a good old time. First of all, I was drunk by the time we got done. Like drunk.
Like it was legit a wind down. It was like
It was
it was
really-
very BYOB.
It was very BYOB. Yeah, it was definitely it was very BYOB. So next time we said we're gonna do it, we're gonna tell you guys the wines, and G is gonna go through her whole, her hood sommelier shit, and really get into like these wines and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I told you I drink wine out of a bag. She's so good.
With a little bit of ice.
Mhm.
But that's
It's
okay.
cold. This one's cold now, so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Any updates? Anything?
No, I'm boring.
Shout out to G for pulling through for the Patreons last week. Cause sis, you was had a little stomach bug.
Yeah.
And
That shit was
I-
crazy.
Yeah, you all right?
I'm good.
I mean, damn.
I'm
What if she
back.
didn't want everybody to know that she was sick? Also,
I'm just checking on my sis.
It's all
like,
good.
damn. I'm glad you're better though. It's like, well, you had a sinus infection too, bitch.
I had a sinus infection. I actually was going to mention it, but
The
I
dolls
got
were down.
We
Yeah,
were
y'all
down
was
last
fucked
week.
up.
We were down.
Yeah.
Damn, bitch. What if I didn't want nobody to know I had a sinus
Well,
infection?
it was too late. You offered that information. Yeah, I
And
just
he was trying to get him to drink on all his antibiotics.
I was like, I always drink on
That shit.
antibiotics. I mean, my heart raced quickly one time, but other than that, like I always drink on, I always have some type of tooth, vagina, some type of issue. So
My amoxicillin stays in her refrigerator at this point.
I don't refrigerate it. Shit is in the drawer in the bathroom. I was like, I didn't know it was supposed to be. They never told me that. So, anywho, we are so excited.
Oh my gosh.
About our guest today. We
Obsessed.
have the lovely ladies from Poor Minds Podcast,
Woo,
Drea and
woo.
Lex. Burr, 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 burr.
Hey.
So excited.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Drea, I think you're muted. Are you muted?
Am I?
Okay, no,
I'm
now I can
on
hear you.
mute.
Okay, now I can hear you. What's up, ladies? How are y'all doing? What's going on?
How are y'all?
I am good, sipping on my water. We all ready to go.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
water.
we heard you want to. We heard you taking a break. Is it? How
Yes.
long you taking a break?
Look, it's just temporary.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be for too long. It's just I just gotta, detox a little bit.
Fair.
Get on my healthy shit for a minute. Cause I'll be going in. So I'm just trying to give my little liver a break.
Yes, girl. I was just telling them how I have wine at my house today, but normally I don't have none. The only reason I have some is because I had to buy it for the show yesterday. Because you normally get it, but you're not drinking.
What is your go-to drink?
I am, if I'm at dinner, I'm definitely like a Chardonnay type of person.
Come on, Chardonnay.
I love a good Chardonnay now.
BD, that's your girl right there then.
I hate Chardonnay.
That's my sis.
I love Chardonnay. But honestly, if I'm drinking like liquor, I'm a Tito's person. Everybody thinks I'm so weird because I like vodka, but I had to take it back. I feel like vodka is like what you start off with, and then you graduate to the other shit. But then, you got to bring it back home, child.
Yeah. I bring it back. You said tequila?
Tito's and
I
Texas.
love a margarita, or I just get Don Julio with a splash of pineapple. And I like wine too, but I really like rosé. So.
Okay. Love a rosé. I can't
Me
believe.
too.
Yeah, you and Didi can have that Chardonnay. It just it tastes like I don't even know.
You know what it is? I feel like anything that you have to drink, that you have to develop a taste for, I'm like, this some grown woman shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can drink some Moscato or rosé.
Yeah,
I feel like if you got to develop a palate for a drink, I'm on some grown woman shit.
Right.
This is very true.
I want it to taste like what it's supposed to taste like.
And it's like, so if you order some Chardonnay or something and it sounds like you know what you're talking about, you're going to impress the niggas now.
Yeah, I love to order a small bag. I'll be like, can I get that real quick?
Not to impress the niggas. And them niggas don't know either.
I ain't been doing shit.
They don't. They do not know. Yes,
some of the BDBs know.
Some of them be knowing. Some of them do be knowing.
Yeah.
So I was listening and I was like, what is a BD? What is it?
A big baller.
Big dick baller. Okay, so a BD. What is
BDB, girl?
A BDB.
Okay.
ONT.
Yeah, I was like, what is the damn acronym? I'm like, BB. Yeah, I'm like BBD. Okay.
BDB.
BDB.
Not Bell
Biv. That's a tongue twister. That is a tongue twister. So for our listeners who, what is that to y'all? What is a BDB?
You know what's crazy? I actually just got into it with somebody on Twitter because they was trying to tell me they was a BDB. And I'm like, you not no BDB. How you going to tell me which a term that I coined
you are?
You know what I'm saying? So a BDB is short for big dick baller. But it comes with, a definition of that because it's like a man can have money, but that don't mean he a BDB.
Mm-hmm.
A BDB is a person who is just like money is not a factor to him. He's not tripping on it. He don't. And if he fuck with you his girl, or you're somebody he's dating or pursuing, he gonna make sure you straight. Whatever you need. You and your friends want to go out and have a good time? I got you. You want to go to Greece? I got you. You want a Chanel? I got you. So that's the BDB. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I think a lot of the time people always think that you have to have a certain amount of money. So we always say that on the show, like it doesn't matter how much money a dude have, you know what I mean? It's about what he does for you because you could be dating a multimillionaire, but he not spending no money on you. So what does that matter? You know what I mean? It gotta be a dude who's doing stuff for you. And it's, as long as he has the means to make sure you good, that's a BDB.
Got it. Okay.
Because I was saying like 6 figures was like, 6 figures is comfortable, but it's all about how he's spending it. And if he's spending it on you,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was wondering what was the entry point, but it sounded like it is $100K or more comfortable. And
I think that's only reason I say that is because I feel like once you get to that tax bracket, that's when you can spend money and be comfortable. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think anything, especially if you got kids and stuff like that.
I was just about to say, I don't think you can have kids making that and spending it and buying a Chanel and shit.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, like one of my BDBs, he was like making 6 figures a year, and it's like We went on a first date to Paris. Like he used to take like
a first date to Paris.
First date, the first date, we went to Paris on our first date, and he had a regular ass job. You know, he made 6 figures a year, but he ain't had no kid.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why y'all was going to Paris.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't had them little niggas getting in on my fun.
Right.
Now it's a little different when they had them little rugrats. Right. They want to eat. They want to go to Disney World. I ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, they gotta save for school. Yeah, it's given 6 figures with disposable income. I feel like there needs to be an asterisk on there, like no kids with disposable income. Because I'm like, I watched the MC Hammer documentary. It's like an old show. I watched that today, and I was like, oh my God. And I just bought a car and I'm like, is this going to be me? Am I going to go broke like Hammer? Like I make good money and I am shook that I'm going to be, and I'm like, I'm not spending no bread on no girl. I think if I was a man, I would be like I would be a cheap nigga, but I know I would be like, I'm that nigga and everybody got to come to me. I would just be like a horrible man.
We are horrible man. Trick ass niggas if we was men.
I definitely would.
I would show.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a man and I had money and I could get a bitch like Drea, all I gotta do is take her to Paris, buy a few Chanel bags.
Let's go.
That's an investment.
Yeah.
That is like, I'm doing the calculations in my head. I'm like, yeah, that's like $15,000 to $20,000, depends on like how nice this trip is. Ooh,
yeah. And I'm gonna take her pictures so she can show her old niggas where we at.
Exactly. We love a good stunt. Getting in the picture. We love a good stunt.
I'm not in the picture, but I might do a little show off my wrist a little bit.
Or you know what? And I know I would be that type. Like, bitch, I'm put my damn Rolex in this photo.
Okay, y'all gonna see the presidential.
Yeah, you gonna see this. Yeah, you gonna see this little prezi, okay? Ain't no way in hell. Like, bitch, you better put my motherfucking tatted up finger in there.
That's how niggas be feeling. That's how niggas be feeling.
Yeah. No.
What'd you say, Drea?
I said, yeah, they be so mad that you don't be posting them.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
You'll post with the nigga, period.
If I fly you out, I need at least a story post. My face ain't gotta be in it, but like just like I told you, just my presidential. That's it.
Close friends.
I'm not gonna lie, it's funny because people always try to figure out like who me and Drea are talking to and who we dealing with. But you know, it's funny about me. My niggas always be in the background of my videos. Always.
Really?
And mine too.
All the time.
But it be multiple niggas, so no one can point it out.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I feel like sometimes, honestly, it doesn't. I feel like the man that's been in my videos the most be like Big Papa. He always in the background, kind of like floating around, you know, because I don't mind. A Throwback Bae, I've been in the back sometimes too, but it's really just like them two. Rapper Bae used to make an appearance back in the day. But yeah, my niggas always be in the background, just floating, having a good time.
Are you still on and off with Rapper Bae?
Rapper Bae is dead, honey. We went to his funeral. He put that nigga in the dirt.
Okay. Well, she looked like she had to shovel herself.
Right. Okay. Oh my God. I want to be nosy. I'm like, who is it? Well, you got to hide him in plain sight. I mean, I have a whole nigga that I don't post. So
exactly. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I'm a no face, no case type of person myself.
Okay.
He's not gonna be in the background. He's not gonna be nowhere.
I hear that. She said, no, you're not even gonna put 2 and 2 together and make you ain't doing it. You ain't making 5 off me.
So what would your nigga have to do to get you to post him? Like, is it an engagement ring? Is it like y'all married? You just pop out pregnant? Whatever. Like, what would it be for you to post your nigga?
Honestly, I feel like it's not them, it's me. You know, the age it's not them, it's me. Like, I be getting so tired of niggas. So I'm so off and on with so many people. That's why I don't ever want to post people. Because I feel like relationships are always so off and on. And so I would say that yes, an engagement is what it's gonna take. But I don't know. Maybe I'll post a nigga one day if he posts me first. That's what I believe in. I hate when girls be posting niggas and the niggas don't post them. Like, I'm never gonna post a dude if he haven't posted me on his social media first.
Yeah,
same.
same.
You look thirsty.
I'll probably like post my man like for real, like a full-blown picture. You can see who he is like the day he passes away. Like, oh my God, my husband, he's gone. Just to I gotta let the niggas know I'm on the market again.
Oh my God. Hers is a PSA post. I respect that. It is, that's a press release. Like, I'm single again. The headline, like, I'm single.
Oh my God.
Let the niggas know I'm outside again.
Wow.
Wait, what's y'all zodiac signs?
I'm a Leo.
And I'm a Taurus.
Twins.
Okay.
When's your birthday?
August 17th.
Okay, I'm the 5th.
Okay. Yeah.
Girl, you just celebrated a birthday.
I did.
Oh yeah, yes. That's
You got flued out.
Huh?
Did you get flued out?
No, I didn't get. We flew out ourselves. We went to Miami.
Okay.
We went to Miami. I had wanted to go to Puerto Rico initially, but all the houses out there was trash. So not going there. We just stayed in the United States and went to Miami. And one of my little dudes, he did reimburse me for the Airbnb. So you know,
that's great.
Cute.
Okay.
I'm glad he got me my money back. It was a little pricey.
Yeah,
that's
Miami.
Because y'all know I just turned 30, so I'm the big 3-0 now.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
It gets greater later.
We're geriatric millennials over here, so
welcome
it's okay.
Welcome to the club.
That's what I saw on Twitter, that our age group is geriatric millennials. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Geriatric millennials. I don't like the way that sounds, especially
Me
because I
either.
have a birthday, you know, that's now teetering on closer to a little bit of 40 than it is 30. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What? Oh my God. Look, oh my God.
That's how I felt about 30 though, if we being honest. Now that I'm here, it feels amazing. But
I was the same way. I did not want to turn 30. I'm 35. I did not want to turn 30 at all. And when I say it is so much fucking better.
So much better.
He's been telling me that for 2 years, and I'm just like, girl, whatever.
No, it's so much better. I would not go back to 29, 28. I won't go back to 30. Like, it's so much better on like 33 plus, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, my late 20s were so bad. Like, I just could not catch a break. And it was so crazy because like when I turned 30, literally like something just clicked and everything in my life just upgraded. I started to understand myself more. You know, it's just like things just got better. Things in my career got better. Everything it's been lit. Like I'm turning 32 in August, so I love it here.
Yeah, it's like it's weird. It is almost like stuff aligns. Like obviously, you know, as you get older, there becomes more wisdom. But like career, like everything for me, like 33, I was like, oh, bitch, I love it here. Like I was like, it can only be up and it's stuck. It better be stuck. But
it's stuck. It's stuck.
It better be.
I feel like the last few years of my 20s definitely tried to take me out the game. That shit was hard as fuck. But then I had read something like a few weeks ago that said like most people go through that at the end of their 20s because it's like your Saturn return or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's at 27.
Life crisis.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I definitely felt that.
I felt it too.
Same.
And the 20s was definitely trying to take me out the game. But to T's point, like the 30s is much better. Like I'm 33 and it better continue being stuck. Okay. Because I feel like it's like, you know, the wisdom, but you got a little bit more money to play on the playground.
You look better. Right. You feel better.
Know yourself. Yeah. Know yourself better. You got more money. You should. Like
you should.
I was like, you should. I hope you do. Like all of the things, child. It's so much better. But like you were talking about, you know, like the end of your 20s and that was rough. How did you guys even, you know, I think you guys have shared some of the stuff on your podcast as well, but like come to be and what was that transition and just, you know, how did that relationship start between the two of you?
Well, we actually met in Houston. We're from Houston, and she had moved out to Atlanta like a year before me. And I wasn't doing anything, you know, I didn't have any kids. I was like in a bad relationship type situation. So like after like she had been out in Atlanta for a year, I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna come out there and we gonna figure some shit out. So I moved out to Atlanta, and it was crazy because we started a YouTube channel because every time me and Drea would go out, everybody would be like, y'all need to have a show. Y'all so funny. Y'all are so crazy. You know how people always do that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we was like, okay, let's just start a YouTube channel. And we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We was on there eating hot wings.
Nobody does.
Putting on makeup, like everything, you know? So it was like, then it was funny because one of my exes was like, y'all need to do something called Wine Down Wednesday, where y'all just drinking wine and talking shit and talking about hot topics and shit like that. So I was like, okay, let me see. And then we did it, and it was like the first thing that actually kind of caught on. Like people kept wanting to see more of it. Mm-hmm. So it was like after like Wine Down Wednesday kind of caught on, we just stayed consistent, and we knew it was gonna be something. So we were just like, let's just kind of ride this wave and see what we can do with it. And it just kind of happened.
4 years later, we haven't missed a week.
Yes. Wow. Never missed a week.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yes. We have literally never not dropped the episode.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Since
that is amazing.
2017, yeah.
Yes. We have literally, like, I remember when we first started, Drea had went out of town, and we didn't even have guests at this point because it was just me and her talking. And I literally recorded an episode by myself. I was in the living room talking to myself like, cheers, bitch.
Not a monologue.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had
to on YouTube, I think you can watch it.
Yeah, it's still on YouTube. Like the show must go on. Wow. Like I knew it was what it's like, but I think that just kind of shows like how our work ethic was, and like you know that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right. I actually I was listening to, I can't remember if you talked about it on your Views of an Ex episode, but it was a moment where you were staying with Drea, and I think you were sleeping on her couch, and you saw her having sex on the balcony, and you got mad and left.
I sure did. I said, I'm tired of seeing
mad and left. Bitch, I ain't gonna get mad and I'm at my house.
Well, no, I wasn't mad. It's just I had a long day at work. Don't nobody want to see you getting them cheeks clapped. Nigga, I done had a hard day. I've been working 8 hours.
She lived
with a 30-minute break. Don't nobody want to see no cheeks getting clapped.
Where'd you go?
Hey, where you at? No.
I said, oh, hell no.
Also, not gonna lie, that Leo and me would have too. I just want to like, oh my God, I just want to sleep. I'm not trying to see this shit. I've been working. I'm tired. Like,
with me and Lex, it was like, girl, you done seen this before. Why you acting like this?
Come on now.
And like I said, if it would have
been rodeo.
If it would have been any other day, you
would have been down. Yeah.
I would have been like, whatever. Cause me and Drea have literally seen each other in the act so many times, it doesn't even matter. Like so many times. Like we have so many stories, y'all. Like it's ridiculous. But no, like, I think it's a Leo thing. Like whenever we want to shut down and clock out and be done for the day.
When I'm tired, like really tired, nothing, the world might as well shut down around me. Like anything else, I'm usually fine with, but being tired or when I'm really irritable, like I go to sleep like a little baby. Like I literally feel like I gotta go in the bed, shut the door. I don't talk to nobody, like turn my phone over and watch TV.
Yeah, that's how I was. I was like, oh no, let me get my little things. Let me pack my little bag. I had to go, honey. I'm dead.
Oh my God.
We're gonna switch gears a little bit. Before we started recording, we told y'all about the Amber Dashian game. Amber Dashian, Lori, Harvey, Portia game, whatever. And so we want to know what your 3 relationships are, who they will be with, and what they look like. Are y'all ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm ready.
I was like, Dre, you said you got your people, so you gonna go first.
Well, I got my one.
Okay.
I know one.
I can go first.
You gonna go first? Do we have to say their names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, yeah.
What you was going to describe them?
What they look like and stuff.
That's true.
No,
that's
like
true.
your actual, it's a little fun game. Actual people.
Right.
Okay. So like we're doing celebrities though, right?
Athletes, celebrities.
Yeah,
honestly, you could do like, you could do your nigga.
People put their nigga. Yeah.
Okay,
I think
okay,
that's lame, but people do it.
I'm dead.
Okay, so now we doing like we doing celebrities, okay? So I would enter the game.
Public figures, yeah.
I would enter the game with Quavo. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on the
That
Shade Room. You know,
It's
he just broke up.
everywhere.
He just broke up with Saweetie.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? People want to know what go down.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it's like, let me tell you why it's good though, because like I'm completely opposite of Saweetie. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, what the hell they got going on? You know what I mean?
Saweetie.
But I can see
sweet
it.
tea.
But I can also see it. I can see you on Quavo.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start it off with Quavo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So after
That's
Quavo,
cute.
you know, Quavo got some money. He doing his thing. He, you know, he up there in the game.
Yeah.
So you always gotta upgrade.
Always.
You always have to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be some type of scandal. That's gonna take me to level 2. That's when Wiz Khalifa come in.
Okay.
Wiz
that's
Khalifa,
okay.
that's a good look. Wiz Khalifa, he low key.
Yeah.
He's never had no bad press about him.
No.
He has hella bread. He's a businessman. Wiz Khalifa is a good look, bro.
That
Game of
is.
strategy.
You know what I'm saying? Wiz Khalifa is an upgrade. Like he's somebody that's kind of like, people can pretty much say like Wiz Khalifa is up there in the game. I wouldn't say he's a legendary rapper, but I feel like what he's done with his career, he's like legendary, like in the weed business and doing all that. So that's a good look. So when you got a businessman, baby, you got to go to the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What can you do after Wiz Khalifa? You got to go to Rick Ross.
Oh, she's going to Miami.
I'm dead.
She's going to Miami.
We going to Miami.
I'm the biggest boss that you.
You know what
I
I'm
love
saying?
it.
Like,
Wait,
I feel
wait.
like,
Why is he on my t-shirt too? I'm dead.
period. We
I'm
gotta
dead.
go to Rick
Like-
Ross.
Come on,
We gotta
Maybach
go.
music.
We gotta get
I like Rick
some.
Ross.
Yes, Rick Ross is
Maybach.
like, to me, I feel like the
boss
final
his
boss.
bitches
He bosses bitches up. I feel like either him
He
for my
does
third
boss
pick.
bitches up.
I would definitely have to pick between like him or Dr. Dre. Like they up there.
Okay.
Dr. Dre is
Dr.
a daddy.
Dre. Yeah.
Dr. Dre is a daddy. He older. He a billionaire. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all we need, baby.
Word.
You really played this game with
He
like
played it very well.
elite strategy.
Yeah.
Like
Look,
these are
I'm-
people that I would have never thought of.
Never.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, I'll be thinking about this before I go to sleep. You asked the right one today. I've been plotting for a long time.
oh my God.
I might
can't-
have to take Dr. Dre
Wow.
from you. I might have to take that.
Dr. Dre, that's the one, honey. He better. If,
I ain't
if
gonna lie.
Lex P ever see him, baby, it's
Yeah.
on.
And he got a little body too, because he like
You know?
he
Yeah.
posted it recently with that Will Smith challenge, and I was like, oh.
I mean, as long as he get out this out of his divorce unscathed, you know,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
asking for like a shit ton of money, as she should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you know he
people
got
gonna
something
love to
tucked.
see-
You know he got
I'm
some tucked in
telling
the
you,
cut.
and people gonna love to see him with a strong black woman. They gonna be like, "Oh, he came back. He woke now, girl. He went and got him a black girl."
This is so true. It's giving
He
Russell and
woke
Sierra.
now.
Yes, they gonna love it. They gonna love it, girl.
Oh, I love that. Okay. That is a really good one. Yeah, you got me rethinking my strategy.
Okay.
Ooh,
Dre, you
Drea,
know
where you
yours?
at? You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, so I think my little entry nigga would be like Gunna.
Good one.
Okay.
Because we all know he a trick ass nigga, number one.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
He definitely be like he another like Rick Ross, but on a smaller scale. He definitely be like bossing his bitches up, lacing his bitches. So I would fuck with Gunna. And plus, you know, I'm in Atlanta. He easily accessible, I feel. You know.
He's like realistic strategy. I love it.
Right.
Go, all I gotta do is pull up at the club.
Right.
So, I would use Gunna for my first little entry nigga, because like Lex said, you know, you'll end up on the Shade Room, get a little post here and there. Then I think I would want to elevate to a nigga like Chris Brown, but only for a brief moment.
Right.
I feel like their relationship would be too motherfucking toxic.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Both of y'all
y'all
are
both
torn.
Tauruses. Yeah.
we're both Taurus, so I feel like same sign relationships don't really work out, in my personal opinion. But you know, I could use him for a little more clout and shit. So, but I would love to end up with Drake. That's like
She is taking my list, and we just really about to like bop.
Pick your whole list.
Drake is my top tier.
Girl, I'm gonna fight you for the Birkins.
Oh my God, right?
You want the Birkin collection.
I want the
That's
Birkin
smart.
collection.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Drake.
I
He's
get
the
it.
top cream of the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because Drake has never like publicly like really claimed a woman like as his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Never.
He's
You know what I mean?
over Rihanna.
Yeah, like he's like, you know, like you knew he like fucked with girls, you know, he said their name in song, but he's never like been in a public relationship, like openly loving someone. So that would be a good look. You know what I'm saying? You be the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really has it. And right, for him to be such like a lover boy.
A lover boy, yeah.
He has never that, but I think that's his whole thing. I really feel like at the end of the day, Drake is really like a true fuck nigga. Like he comes off so
in
nice.
the future the same.
Let's
no.
But I feel like, girl, don't talk about him like that. You don't know him.
Yeah, and I was like, he ain't Future. I definitely would not put Drake in Future.
They are the same person. One is just a little bit nicer than the other.
A little more emotional.
Yeah, right.
Like, cause we know he dated.
They the same.
Right, we know he dated.
New Year's time I had sex. Okay, we'll see what's about to happen next. Okay, okay.
Like Scorpios in general are very intense people. Like all of the relationships that I've ever had with Scorpios, whether it's been a friendship, a guy that I was dating, they have all been really, really intense relationships that just drain the shit out of me.
Yeah, we're pretty draining.
See?
Yeah. Girl got a laundry list of niggas who say I've been draining. So yeah, I believe it.
Y'all are just so passionate about everything.
Everything is an argument.
Yeah.
But I'm argumentative.
I was like, the Scorpios are getting dragged. Honey.
Okay.
Oh, we always get dragged. It's okay. But I'm not argumentative, but I am intense. I'm very intense.
I think Scorpios have to be always right. And this is like in a relationship, probably more so. Not UG. No.
Well, what's the worst thing that y'all have ever heard about you in a relationship?
What's what?
The worst thing that you have ever heard about yourself from a former fling, situationship, lover, boy.
The worst thing?
BDB.
I think the problem that always arises in my situations is always like my social media and like kind of what I do for a living. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like whenever I moved out, even before I started doing Poor Minds, like I always kind of had a presence on social media. You know what I mean? So that has just always been an issue, but I think that they didn't realize, like, I always had a purpose. Like I always knew I wanted to do something with like influencing, you know, having a voice and speaking, but they never really saw the vision. Now they seeing the vision. But whenever
they don't see it till they see it.
Literally, I moved to Atlanta. I got in a relationship, a full-blown relationship after 2 weeks of being here.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was like one of the main things we used to fight about was my social media, things I would post. And when we started Wind Down Wednesday, things me and Drea would talk about. It was like always a fucking issue. So I feel like that's like one thing that really comes in between like me and the guys I date always.
Niggas want a hot girl, but they don't want a hot girl.
Exactly.
They don't know what comes with it.
Exactly. They really, and they can't handle it. They really can't.
I don't know. Surprisingly, that never really ends up being an issue for me with the guys that I be dating. I think my main thing that guys always complain about with me is me being like super prideful. And them not knowing how much I care until like later down the line. Like even Lex one time had said this to me, like I used to fuck with this dude and me and him stopped fucking with each other. He started fucking with somebody else and Lex was like, you don't even really care. You only care because he's fucking with somebody else now because he used to be obsessed with you and like really liked you and you just used to be like whatever. But now that he's fucking with somebody else, now all of a sudden your feelings so hurt and you care so much. And I don't know, it's like, even at the time, but to me, that's kind of wrong because I do be caring. It's just hard for me, I don't know why, to show. Like it takes for a dramatic or a traumatic event to happen for me to let you know how much I really did care about you.
Because then it's on the line. Because that's mine. Yeah. Mine is being too prideful.
Yeah.
And I think I just never wanted to be played or want to be played. So it's like if I am so vulnerable and let down all of my walls and just like share everything with you, now I'm giving you the opportunity to hurt me. which is a little morbid, but whatever. So I I'm very kind of like, I gotta like, no, for sure. Like, you are the end of the day. Like, you are the one before I start like making other changes. Like, I'm also, I'm too independent. I know that. I'm like hyper independent. Like, I'll ask you to do something and then I'll be like, well, I'll just go do it myself. You took 30 seconds and I wanted you to do it in 4.5 actually.
That is me. Like, if you don't do something on time, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
My Lord.
So pissed.
And then y'all will start off the sentence talking about when you get a chance. What?
Yep, that's me. That's me. When you get a chance, aka now, nigga.
When you get a chance, or even or my favorite is, do you wanna? Which nobody wants to, and then I get mad. I'm like, so you don't wanna? Like, so, but I asked you. It's like, but I feel like I'm giving you the opportunity. It just sounds good. That's it. But like, so when I ask you, do you wanna? That means you do it, and you do it the second I asked you. And when you don't, I'm like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just go do it myself, and then I'm gonna have an attitude for the rest of the night.
Oh my God.
Being prideful though, in the end, it's like you're so worried about other people playing you that it's like, but you end up playing yourself. You end up playing yourself.
Look, I'm like,
by being so prideful. Because that person's intentions might not have never really been that, but because your guard was up the whole time, you know what I mean? Now they moving different and they are playing don't move. And once they get to that point where y'all both playing games, it ain't never really no coming back from it.
Ever.
It's a very tangled web to weave. It's very tangled. I'm not saying that I've been delivered, but I'm so much better than I'm so much further than where I was, basically.
I'm a little better too now, for sure. But I used to be terrible. And then I would go, I would never tell the dude, but then I come to Lex and be like, bitch, what the fuck? And she'll be like, why you can't just tell that nigga that?
Right.
Oh, that was me. I would never say anything. I would never say anything to anybody, be mad, break up the whole thing. And then I finally had to realize, like, oh, I gotta tell you how I feel. And also, you should be a mind reader. Like, you should know what I'm thinking. The fuck?
The audacity on it. I be able to read my mind.
See, but I think that's where me and Drea balance each other out, because she's extreme with that, but I'm extreme on the other end. Like, after the first date, I'm like, so I love you, and I think we should start planning our wedding. Well, do you want me to wear white or ivory?
I'm dead.
I'm extreme. Like, if I like you, I'm going to let you know, like, I'm feeling you. I like it. Like, I like you. What are we going to do? But I feel like as quickly as I do fall out very quickly as well. Like, if a nigga hurt my feelings, for the most part, I feel like I mean, of course I've had my feelings hurt for like a period of time, and I had to heal and I had to go through shit. But for the most part, like, when one nigga leave, I'll be having one coming up. So I'll be like, okay, well, that's cool.
Miss one bus.
Yes, that's me. That's me. I love to fall in love. I swear, I'm gonna fall in love like 4 times this summer. I can't wait. Oh yeah, we love a good summer love.
Okay, you are Drake. You are love girl.
Drake. He love these niggas down, and I just
baby.
It's giving certified lover girl.
Look, certified lover girl. Like,
I am.
Go ahead.
So it's so funny because my moon sign is Leo, and you know they say like a lot of the time with your moon sign, you're more of that sign than you are your actual sign. So I be feeling like I'm more of a Leo than Lex sometimes, and she's more of a Pisces because sign is Pisces, and she be up as hell.
Yeah, Lexa is not really giving certified lover girl is not giving Leo vibe, and I'm an Aries.
At all.
My moon.
Over.
It's definitely giving Pisces big energy. Like,
I am dead. Well, I think sometimes the thing with the Leo is we like attention. So it depends, like different Leos want attention from different areas. I choose to get my attention from being fake in love. So that's where I get my attention from, being fake. Like, I'm not a person that, like, I'm not gonna get on the internet and argue with people and overshare and do all this shit to get attention online. I don't want that online attention. I want attention in real life. So I want you to love me. Is you gonna love me or not? Like, let's do this.
That's fair.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. That's definitely fair. Because
I feel like love me or not.
I'm not like that with y'all. I don't think. Like, I'm not demanding in my friendships, but like, you know, you see those like.
I know you can be, but not.
What, demanding?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my personality. That is
Right.
literally, that's at work. That's everything. But I'm not like them like little things you'll see about, I think I just saw one on Twitter. It was like a dog that kept like going up the man's neck. Like that is me. Like
That's me.
That's me. I'm like, touch me, love me,
Yes,
hold
yes.
me,
See?
tell me I'm pretty. Like
Exactly. The Leo jumped out, hun. Don't be denying us. Don't be denying us.
I love Leo.
Me too.
Oh yeah, especially Leo
love
women.
Leos.
Like Leo women are probably like top 3 favorite signs.
Yeah, I don't understand the slander.
Pull my wig down.
I don't understand the slander either.
I don't understand it.
Like all my friends are Leo women. It's insane.
Like even with me being a Taurus, like, but I get the Taurus slander though. I get it. Like with Leos, I don't really get the slander. It's confusing to me.
I think if you slander a Leo woman, it says more about you than the
Thank you. Y'all.
No, seriously, because I feel like
but I have to agree. I do.
Yeah, because they're like, I mean, granted, super aggressive.
Yeah.
You always see them in the room. Like you're going to hear them when they come. Look, I'm looking at you, Suzette.
But it means well. It's like
I love it.
Right. It's always good energy. It's never like I'll say this. People who don't like Leo women are those people that they don't really naturally get attention and they're jealous when other people get it.
Yeah.
Because I swear, people who don't like me are just people that are used to getting attention or they have to do the most for attention. And it's like when I come in the room, I'm not trying to get attention. I'm just loud.
You just shine.
Right?
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, I got a story to tell. If I don't, I'm trying to entertain people. I'm trying to lie.
A Leo always got a motherfucking story to tell.
That's what I'm saying.
With all its dramatics and the cinematics.
Because a million things happen today.
It's the nails.
Oh my gosh.
I'm literally getting.
TT used to have nails, and every time we would talk about them damn nails on that phone.
Oh, that's how Lex be. When you watch the show, it's always
It's just always nails, and then especially when they on that damn phone texting, like, all you hear is click, clack, 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 clack.
I love
we
it.
sisters. Shit.
I love it.
Oh my God, we might be cousins. But I think it's more so like I said, it's the energy. Cause like you said, I always have a story. I'm loud, like, but it's always good vibes. Like,
right.
I think maybe the slander comes from because people perceive it as it's like you're doing this to get attention. But what I always say on our show, you know what I mean, is that like, no. One thing I can say about Lex, she like that even when the cameras are off. Like that's just she's just like that. She really is. Like it's just her personality. Like she's not doing so much more just because now we're on camera.
Yeah.
Right. She really be like this all the time.
Like it'll be me and Drea in the living room and I'm still up just wilding, doing fuck shit for no reason. Like
and maybe it doesn't bother me too. I always say because I'm like a person who's like born on the cusp. Like I'm a Taurus, but my birthday is like the 22nd.
Not born on the
April.
Yeah, so I was like almost kind of eerie. So I be feeling like, I don't know, I be having a lot of fire in me. So I love fire sign people.
I do because I'm a water, so I love my fire signs.
Me too.
I mean, I'm so here for this little Leo love fest.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. Keep going.
Right.
Okay. Love it.
I keep going.
I'm here for it. So going back to, you guys said that Lex, you said that y'all's relationship, you kind of balance each other out. How, we've seen, I feel like, people always like women can't work together. And it's just always, it seems at least like some little like podcast beef and shit like that, all the Twitter wars and everything, it's like that in and of itself could use its own reality show.
Man.
How do you guys Carlos King on the mic?
Carlos King, podcast wars show. Like how do you guys still balance your friendship, and still be able to work together? And like you said, I mean, not missing an episode in 4 years is like so commendable.
Yeah.
Well, I think for us, we are so blessed. The fact of when me and Dre had a point where we were not getting along and we actually could not stand each other. But the good thing is it happened before our numbers got big. And we were able to go through that shit when nobody was really watching like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then once we realized like, okay, we're not going to stop the show and we still loved each other. And that was the main thing. Because at the end of the day, I got to a point to where I was like, okay, Poor Minds is great. Poor Minds is cool, but fuck this. I want my friend back. I miss my friend. And I think a lot of people get to the point to where, and all these podcasting feuds and people breaking up, and it's because that friendship really had no foundation if you look back on it. Because if I had to stop Poor Minds right now to save me and Drea's, I'm gonna always pick me and Drea's friendship over Poor Minds, because I can do this. I can go on any show and entertain people. It's not gonna be Poor Minds, but I can do something else. So if I have to do something else to save me and Drea's friendship, I was prepared to do that. So I think separating business and friendship, like when me and Drea are on vacation or when we outside, bitch, we ain't talk about no motherfucking Poor Minds. We getting these BDBs, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But when we walk into a meeting and it's time to talk business, it's not like, oh, hey, best friend, it's business partner. This is what we got to handle. You know what I'm saying? So I think, so I think it's like we can get into it about some business shit, and then we'll figure it out, and then we'll still hang out like, oh, bitch, let's go smoke some hookah after we done. You know what I mean? So I think the separation of, we have separated our friendship from our business so well, and it's easy now, but it wasn't easy to get here. But when I see people breaking up, I'll be like, child, looks like y'all wasn't friends like y'all really right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's always given for me too. It's like, that's just not your real friend, because like we went through a rough patch, so we know what that shit is like, and we made it through it because we cared more about the friendship than the business. I mean, the business was always a plus. It's like, if we don't have a friendship, then the business doesn't really matter. The friendship is first. And I feel like we've always kind of put that at the forefront. And that's another reason why I feel like our show is so good. You know?
Because I think a lot of times people too,
hosts don't like each other.
Right. And a lot of times when you turn on the TV and you watch reality TV, or when you turn onto these podcasts, you're looking at two Black women who really don't like each other arguing, shading each other, being nasty to each other. You watch Love and Hip Hop or Housewives, all you see is them throwing drinks at each other and being nasty to each other. So I think it was like refreshing when people started watching Poor Minds to see two Black women who genuinely love each other and get along and really have, like, you know what I'm saying, that bond. Because I would say the most compliment that me and Drea get from Poor Minds is, I love y'all's friendship. I love y'all's friendship. And people don't, like, this is genuine, like, this is really my friend. You know what I mean? And it shows in the show.
I mean, and we still have episodes up from where, like, when we weren't getting along, but we used to be arguing and shit all the time and shading each other. And it was so cringy. Like, whenever people comment, because people still be commenting under those videos on YouTube and stuff, and whenever people comment and I see a notification and I go and look, the videos are just so cringy. Like, I just can't believe we used to be really doing it on camera.
Wow. But it's good that y'all leave it up to show, like,
the growth,
you know?
Yeah, for sure. That's why we keep it up, because it's like, we not ashamed. You need to see where we came from. It took a lot to get here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the same could be said too about Oprah Rose show, because the two of them started, TT and Gigi, as friends doing the podcast. And I think similar to what you're saying, the three of us, the foundation is friendship. Like, we were friends before this podcast started. Like, we didn't come together because of the podcast. And so I think having that foundation is beautiful too, because you can look back and be like, wow, like, we grew this thing together, and look at where we've gotten to with it. I do think too, with the three of us, at least, sometimes we like hold things to talk about until the show.
Yeah, and we do the same thing.
Yeah, I remember like when I first joined, at least, it was a little awkward in the sense because I used to talk to TT like all the time, where we knew everything, whereas like we weren't talking as much because we were holding for the show. But like, I get it now. So how do y'all kind of deal with that, as far as like making sure that like you're still talking as friends, but you're holding things for the podcast as well?
Go ahead.
Feel like, okay, so me and Lex, we definitely hold things in, but we tell each other a lot of shit, because I feel like we have mastered like acting a little bit sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? So
like, girl, for real.
Right.
Yeah, so like, Lex would tell me something and then I already knew it, but watching the show, you would never know, because that's happened numerous times. And I feel like You know what I mean? Because sometimes me and her, we just chatty patties. Like some good shit happen. We can't wait to call each other and tell. I can't wait.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like, like what Drea said, a lot of times, sometimes we'll be talking on the phone and we're like, okay, bitch, it's going to be a topic on the show. So we'll literally have the same conversation over again, but we friends. So, you know, when you're friends with somebody, y'all going to have the same conversation multiple times anyway.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it was like, it's just, and I feel like she said, some of it do be acting like sometimes we'll have hilarious moments on the show, but it'll be like something that we planned out or something like, you know what I mean? But I feel like, like we still talk, but we just be like, oh, bitch, we gonna say this for the show. But we are, believe it or not, we are private people. So even though we do share a lot on the show, there's a lot that goes on in our lives that we don't talk about on the show at all. Yeah. So it's like we still be having shit to talk about. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like we're blessed. Like we're a set of people who just never run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Like we always got some shit going on. Always got some shit going on.
Y'all funny as hell. That's why.
I love it. And like you said, it's rooted. The chemistry is just so much better when the working relationship is still the foundation, is still a friendship. Cause that's literally always my first thing. I'm like, y'all just met. That's why the fuck y'all falling out, because I'm good girlfriends. Like,
I thought y'all was good girlfriend.
I don't get along.
And that I
everything.
Not that, like, and I think, you know, it's different if you're working in like a corporate atmosphere, you know, where you can't switch out your coworkers or something like that. But I can't, I don't think I could be, and I could be phony, but I couldn't be, it wouldn't be genuine. Like, and I feel like you'd be able to tell, you know, because again, the chemistry, you can't fake that. And I'm like, there's no way to do that with like somebody I dislike.
Not every week for 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was bad. Like it was a point to where
it's on camera.
Yeah, like we would only see each other on Tuesdays. We would go to the radio station, leave the radio, go record an episode. I would leave and I wouldn't see her till the next week. Like, that's really how it would be. And it was,
wow.
But it was like when you would watch those episodes, I'd be like, this shit trash. So to all our listeners that stuck through that like 8-9 month period, I commend y'all because that shit was trash.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was terrible. Like those episodes are so terrible. Every time
so bad.
But y'all been delivered.
Yeah,
y'all been delivered.
That's beautiful.
Delivered.
Sticking through it.
We used to be wanting to kill each other.
Oh my God. We had some moments. I would say we left all the episodes up, but there was one episode we actually had to take down because it was so bad.
Oh yeah.
The very first episode we did with Kiki from Cocktails.
Oh, love Kiki.
Yeah, we started arguing so bad. We was like, nah, we got to take this shit down.
Oh my God. Wow.
It wasn't even an episode. It was just a fighting match the whole fucking time.
Literally, Kiki was in the background. Well, Kiki fell asleep.
Oh.
I fell asleep. Oh my God.
Hey, are you still there?
We were arguing the whole time.
Wow.
We were arguing literally, and she fell asleep.
She was tired, or
listen.
She said, I have better things to do, like sleep. Wow. Oh my God. So the question that everybody wants to know.
Yeah.
Where do you find a BDB?
Ooh. Drea?
It's so funny because I just did a Q&A on our Patreon and somebody had actually asked me that. And I was telling them, I just always think it's funny when people ask me that because I never really know where to tell. As much as we talk about BDBs, I never really know where to tell people to find BDBs.
Y'all was just talking about that bistro spot by your crib, Lex, with the car wash.
Yes, Auto Bistro for sure. The BDBs definitely be there. And I feel like, you know, the clubs and like cigar lounges and stuff, but I don't know because a lot of the guys that I've talked to over the years, I've met them from when I used to be a bartender working in the clubs or through, you know, mutual friends or like either niggas sliding in my DMs and shit. So
and not only that, I feel like when you carry yourself a certain way and you date certain type of men, that just is what you attract. I'm not being funny. Like I could be walking to fucking Kroger or something and I'm gonna meet a BDB. Literally. Right. Everywhere I go, every time I go out of town, I'm always meeting men with money. I don't know what it is. It's just not hard. So when people be like, where do we go? I'm like, bitch, they everywhere. Walk outside. Just go outside. Like it really, that's how it is. Cause even last time me and Dre went to Auto Bistro, they was outside. You know what I'm saying? It was just like.
So Auto Bistro is a car wash and they got food. Like I'm trying to understand what.
So you get your car washed, and while your car is getting washed, you can smoke hookah, order food, get drinks.
This is so Atlanta. This is
so Atlanta.
I wish I could do all of this.
Atlanta didn't have none of this shit when I lived there. Like all of this new shit, it's different. 13 years for however many years later, it's so.
Yes, I can't wait to get my car washed again.
But low-key, I do feel like the car. When I was in high school, actually, I was a little fast. So when I was in high school, I used to go to one car wash over. We're from Baltimore, over West, and like I knew I was always gonna find somebody. And I was literally 16, 17, and I would pull up with my little Mazda, and and every time we would go, we would find somebody. So the car wash is definitely a place for sure.
Actually, yeah, that's a key right there.
Yeah, and then honestly, it's 2021. Most men that have a lot of money are doing well for themselves. They don't really have time to go out, meet women, and do that. They shop on Instagram. Instagram is their shopping mall. So, baby, if you want a BDB, you better post some fire ass pictures, and they gonna be in your DMs, honey.
Wow. Okay, that's a tip. Post some.
I'm just saying.
It's your resume.
Whenever I post certain pictures, I be knowing. I already be like, just be waiting.
Looking at my Rollius about that.
Like, time for a new watch. Like literally, like I want to look at a bust down Cartier. I have to get that. Like it's so gaudy, but I need it.
It's very gaudy.
I love it. I can't wait to ice my wrist out. I
can't wait.
Same.
I want to have like 3 Cuban links.
Cannot wait. I was like,
love it.
I can't.
Love it.
Oh, I can't.
I want my neck to have a cramp.
From carrying all that ice.
Oh my God. So, and then, I think we all listened to the last episode, which we love, by the way. And, you guys were talking about your insecurities and everything and how you guys said, like, I think people, and you've discussed this on multiple shows, but how people will look at y'all and be like, how do y'all have insecurities? And I think we've openly talked about all that shit at length on every other episode. Like everybody know my
surgery's still pending.
Yeah, like I need some titties.
Yeah,
like
and I'm sure I have body dysmorphia. So
Daryl definitely does.
You absolutely do.
He's gonna get some etching. Are you gonna do that?
I would never do etching just because I feel like with ab etching you can tell.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Very obvious for men at least. Women not as much.
I told Drea to tell her man he need to fix that shit.
But for men,
I'm dead.
Drake's is his is bad. It's bad.
I mean, the thing about it is like,
see, we not gonna do it.
Go ahead, what you say, Drea? Because the chest got a match. That's going off for men as like, not saying your titties, but your titties got a match. You can't get abs and then all of a sudden you don't got no chest. Like it's just
right,
bro. It don't work like that. But I would definitely get a little, taken out. But you just gonna throw it away. We're not gonna put it nowhere else.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just look at me and Drea and assume like, like I don't know. I feel like people think that we're not human sometimes.
Yeah.
And because even somebody said something to Drea today talking about her body and just talking shit. Like people just always talk shit about us because it's like they think because so many people are praising us that we don't have insecurities. Like, no, we are still human. There is not one person on this earth that looks in the mirror and just like 100% happy every time,
Yeah.
So I think just because of like, our confidence, we do have confidence, yes, but that doesn't mean that, sometimes that we're insecure about little things and want to get a nip tuck here and there. Like, no, we're still humans. Like we still have our imperfections just like everybody else.
And some shit that people say is just mean. It's just kind of like,
yeah, people just be mean.
Why you even said that? Why you had to say that?
People like that, though, I truly feel like you have no life. Like there are 9 million trillion things that I could ever think of. Like even when I see people, you see people arguing in shade room comments and shit. I'd be like, go read a book.
That's what I'm saying.
There's so much premium television. Like
that's what I'm saying. Literally, somebody had like a fan had drew a picture of me and Drea. It was like a cartoon. Mind you, it's a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Somebody literally in the comments was like, Lex waist is not even that small. Why would they do that? It was just like, what? It's a fucking cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Cartoon. Like shit is always over exaggerated most of the time in the cartoon. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like it was just, but like I said, like I've always been really open about, you know, my surgeries and, you know, like this year I'm doing things to kind of like undo what I did and mistakes that I've made getting surgery, you know? So I've always been super open about my body dysmorphia and things that I've been doing to work on it. And because I feel like it's a thing that people do not talk about, you know, you see all these, when you get on Instagram, you don't see nothing but girls with 40-inch butts and 20-inch waist and, you know, baby hair down their back and this and that. And it's like, for the average person, that's hard to look at all day. It's really fucking hard. You know what I mean? So I feel like from somebody who has had surgery, and I know that people look at my page and they be like, damn, I wish I looked like that. Damn, I wish I was this. I talk about it all the time. Like, bitch, my body is not perfect. And this shit is not, if you're not fixed mentally, you need to fix yourself mentally before you get surgery, because all you're going to do is wake up with a fire ass body, but you're going to look in that mirror and still see your old self.
Yeah, that's so true.
And that's why you have people who end up botched, people who end up going too far, and they're unrecognizable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a side of surgery that the girls don't want to talk about it, but I'll be like, bitch, we're going to talk about that shit.
That's what I was going to ask you. Are there any like regrets or tips or something that, you know, you wish you would have known beforehand?
Surgery is a lot different now versus when I got it. It was kind of like a sneaky thing. Like, I got my body done in 2016. So, I mean, that doesn't sound like a long time ago, but it was like
a little bit more freer now.
Yeah, people was not getting BBLs like that, bro. Like now, if you get a BBL, you gotta wait 8 months because the doctor is booked up. In 2016, it was like if you had your money, you just go.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different now.
That waiting list is strong, boy.
I'm telling you, you know, everybody's getting their body done now. Everybody wants the same type of body. And I would just tell people the most important thing is like, do your research. You know what I'm saying? And your funds is not just to cover your surgery. The aftercare is just as expensive as getting the actual surgery. You know, I gained a lot of weight after my surgery. So it was kind of like, I had to really start from square one. You know, it's like, you can't just get surgery and think, oh, I'm fine now. No, you got to eat right. You got to change the way you eat. You got to work out. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it was a lot of things that I wasn't prepared for, like the aftercare of it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I hate when I see people like comment on like Bernice Burgos. They be like, why is she working out acting like that's hers? Because she's trying to keep her shit up.
She gotta keep it, right.
Because if you don't work out, the fat gonna come back.
It's gonna come back.
It's not permanent.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Because I mean, I got like my first round of lipo and I got like my titties done back in 2015. So like, again, like people wasn't really getting it. So I feel like when we first started Wind Down Wednesday, I never used to talk about getting surgery. Where I would always just talk about getting my titties done, but I never really wanted people to know I had lipo, because I feel like you said, just like the pressure of social media, people are always being so judgmental. They always have so much to say. So for a long time, nobody ever really knew that I had got lipo except for the people that was close to me. But now I don't mind talking about it on the show. But even when I got it back then, like I didn't take care of it. The first time I did get my massages and stuff, but you know, I was just feeling like, oh, well, I got lipo, I could eat whatever I want again. I could do whatever I want and not work out. Ended up gaining the weight back, and then I ended up getting a second round last year. So
yeah, you still gotta work out, and that's the part, like you said, nobody really talks about. Like you still literally the aftercare, like you still it's not a quick fix. Like achieve, you know, what it is that you want it to look like.
Right.
Like, it might not be factory settings, but like
exactly,
you still gotta work out. Like
right, and I feel like we're still in a time where, you know, like I see girls still talking about, this is my real ass. This is my real ass. I've been had, and it's like, see, it's like, we can see that that's not what it is.
It's okay,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's so acceptable now. And I think that there's no stigma with it. And I think a lot of times people think that when they get something done that people are going to judge them like, girl, it's 2021. Like, everybody,
and that's what I said. I feel like a lot of times people give people false sense of hope. Like, they feel like, oh, she was born that way. I'm never going to look that good. Like, no, like, yeah, like she looks good, but you have to realize that she's got ass shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls will be like, I only got lipo, but you didn't talk about how you got ass shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll leave out those little details. Like, when every time people say something about my body, I'll be like, I got a transfer. I got fat transferred to my ass. Like, I didn't always have a big butt. Like, I got fat transferred there. So I feel like a lot of times people be honest with what they want to be honest about. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not your obligation to tell people, but I would rather you just not say nothing at all.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, rather than being like, my ass is real. I've been this. I'll be like, girl, I know somebody went with you to get your ass shots, but I'm gonna sip my tea.
Ass shots, no, but it's so crazy because if people are still getting ass shots in 2021, it's like, come on now, because it's so many girls who've been getting them removed lately, migrating and causing all type of other health problems.
Because they migrate. That's why when you see a girl and her booty look like it's about 8 feet long, because they be migrating. I hate a long booty now.
I hate a long booty. They be looking like diaper booty.
Yes, the diaper
booty. Oh my God.
Because you want that thing to sit on up. You don't want it to
You
be
do.
Right.
You do. You definitely do. So
yeah, that's why I be go running, because I need my booty on my
I know that's right. But I feel like a lot of women do that too. They try to take the cheap route, like, oh, I don't want to go to him because he charging $6,000 and he only charging $3,000. This is your body.
Oh no.
This is your body, baby.
You cannot, bitches be on Groupon trying to get Botox. Like, why is you on Groupon?
Why are you on Groupon?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, but I've been on Groupon and I see that. These doctors, if you're advertising on Groupon, that means you're not good at your work.
Right.
That is true.
Groupon is to gain attention at a discounted price because you're not having enough clientele coming in for whatever that you're doing.
Right.
Or if you're just now starting off a business to bring awareness to it, either or. But like I said, if you're just starting off your business, you shouldn't be giving no discounts on no Botox and lip injections and things like that. Yeah. So I think if you don't have the funds to get, work done, you just don't need to get it done.
Yeah. Because there be so many doctors on Instagram that be doing lipo and BBLs and shit in exchange for promo. Why the fuck I want a BBL from you when you doing it for exchange for promo?
Right.
I looked at one of those places and I went on the Better Business Bureau and it was like people have died on the table of the place. And it was for promo. And I was like, oh my God. And they had like multiple locations. Like that
location up in where I live?
I already know what place you talk about.
Yes. It's one in Atlanta. Yeah. One in Atlanta, one in Brooklyn, one in Harlem. Like, I'm like,
exactly what you're talking about.
Why everybody was like, is it the one? Oh, yeah, I know where you
Somebody sent me an email, was like, what you think about this, girl? I'm thinking about going here. I said, ooh, I'm gonna come to your funeral, girl.
I'm gonna come to your funeral. Yeah, I was like, why you let your I was like, don't let your mother go there. I said,
in the mother? No.
Child, yes, it's giving free promo. So
I mean, I could take a little discount for some promo.
yeah, bitch, your life is gonna be discounted.
Exactly.
It's gonna be discontinued. Shit.
I don't want no doctor that needs promo and some.
Yeah. And I never even thought about it that way. But yes, Lord have mercy. And I was like, oh, maybe this is just whatever. But the line in Harlem be outside. It's
people want that. People want that body outside type so bad. People are like you said. People are dying to look like Instagram girls, not realizing we all use Facetune.
That's what I'm about to say. They should be using them apps.
We're using them apps. Like
the filters.
They don't even look like what they're posting of themselves.
Yeah.
And it's like girls are literally dying for that shape. It's like y'all.
It's crazy to think about.
It is. And really I always think about like younger women, and it's like if I could be affected by that and look at I'm a grown ass woman and pretty secure myself. besides, when I'm gonna get fixed. Like I can't imagine being 12 and seeing all that when you don't know yourself, and that's literally all you see every day. You open your Instagram and
you
you
don't
really
even have time to really like develop. Like
exactly.
You could be developing in your early 20s sometimes.
Right.
Right. And then like you said, like you're a grown woman, you're an adult. So now, like you said, you're what, 35? Now you can make that decision. Like, you know what? This is something I don't like about my body. I'm going to fix it.
Yeah.
Because, you're a grown adult to make that decision, to make the right choices. When somebody is 18, 19, you're not even going to look like that in 5-10 years, And then it's like, you have the money. You know what I'm saying? Most times,
like you don't.
They trying to get right. They trying to wait till they taxes come in. If you gotta wait till your taxes and do all that stuff, it's just like, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
And I'll say this, it's a reason why you have to be 21 to get silicone breast implants. Like if you get them at 18, you have to get saline. It's a reason why because you're not old enough to get silicone. Your body isn't even fully developed yet.
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
A little bit.
Yeah, me either. It's sad. Like even, I don't want to name names, but somebody on a reality show and her daughter got her little nose done. And then when she looked like Dwight, when she looked like Dwight from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm like, you're not even done growing. Like,
the nose is touchy. The nose,
you gotta be careful with them ethnic rhinoplasties.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, the nose is touchy.
It is. That changes your whole look.
Your whole face will change when you change your
whole face.
And it's still, like we said, it's still like I don't look the same when I was like 21. So like it changes.
Exactly. Like when I look at I've never done anything to my face, but even when I look at pictures from like when I was in college, I'm like, damn. Even pictures when I first moved to Atlanta, I'm like, damn, my face has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're losing weight, gaining weight, like your face just changes,
I'm like, everybody, y'all can get them little contour and espresso, the Fenty stick, you put it here, put them here. You be looking like a damn Joker, but that shit works, okay? An espresso stick is everything.
I tell you.
They're cool. Like that's the only thing I've ever done. I've got fillers in my lips and I got Botox, but that's really it. But it's okay.
That's little stuff though. That's
I was like, I'm getting
Botox doesn't really change anything.
Right.
Like, y'all could probably see I don't have no wrinkles.
It just smooth. Yeah, that's just it's not changing the whole shape of your face. Like
Botox, and then it only lasts for 6 months. So I even got it in my forehead, and I don't have now I can have wrinkles in my forehead. But for a while I couldn't move my damn forehead.
I know that's right.
But now, y'all can't see me on the damn podcast, but I'm moving my damn eyebrow. But for a while I couldn't. But it was just smooth. But it goes away after 6 months, so it's not anything.
Wow. So it's giving.
I want to get the Botox under my arms.
Oh, for sweating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does it really work though?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you gotta keep getting it every summer.
Oh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Insurance needs to cover that. Shit. That needs to be covered by insurance. Yeah, I didn't either. Okay, well, look at
taking magnesium for that, child.
Yeah, Botox is out
that's
here
why I
doing
be
the
staying
work.
away from grays and pinks and reds.
Wait, what? What?
The underarm sweat. So you don't see
I'm
it.
dead. I was like, what?
Yeah, I stay away from colors where you could
Mm-hmm.
Girl, wear them colors, child. Everybody sweat. Everybody sweat.
I stick to black and white.
Period.
I'll be wearing a natural deodorant, so I'd be stinking too. So it's like
not the natural deodorant.
Yeah, girl,
You be rubbing blueberries under your armpit.
A little lemon juice.
Girl, you better go get you some Dove and stop playing.
Hello, right? I always say, I'm like, give me some toxins.
One of them hippie people.
I know that's right.
Yeah, I'm like, give me them toxins, child. So we ask our guests 2 questions to end the show. And then so the first one is, what would you tell your younger self?
So I actually, it's crazy because this is another question somebody just asked me for the Q&A on Patreon. And I was just saying, I would just tell my younger self to be more gentle with myself. Stop being so hard on myself all the time and feeling like I have to have everything together and my shit needs to be together all the time, because things are gonna end up working themselves out eventually. Yeah. And I feel like for a long time I was really hard on myself. But also because for a long time I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. So I had got to a point to where it was like I was 25, I was still a bartender. I'm like, okay, bitch, like what's gonna be next? Cause I didn't want to be like 35 still working in the strip club. You know what I mean? Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but I do know a lot of women, especially living out here in Atlanta, that are still, you know, in their 30s and they still bartending and stuff. But I knew that that's not what I wanted. So I was really hard on myself about like, okay, what's gonna be your next thing? But I feel like now everything ended up working out exactly the way that it was supposed to.
It always does.
I used to be so concerned about, okay, am I going to actually end up having a media job and doing something in media because I got my degree in media? And then everything just ended up working out and coming to fruition and happened the way that it was supposed to happen. So I just think when you're young, you're just, I don't know, you're so hard on yourself because life is just, you're just so unsure.
For me, I would probably tell myself to enjoy the moment and live in the moment a lot more. I feel like growing up, I started living fast, very young and very early. So I was just moving around, and I feel like, honestly, not even being funny, like from the year like 2010 to like 2015, all those years was like a blur to me because I never just like stopped and really documented things that was going on and really enjoyed those moments in my life. I was just going and not just slowing down and enjoying the progression of my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I definitely feel like if I would have known that sooner, because I do a good job of like writing my thoughts down and writing where I'm at so I can look back and be proud of myself, because from the year like 2010, 2015, I felt like I ain't shit. I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing anything. Yeah. But looking back on, I'm like, but you did grow. So it's like, if I would have just slowed down and recognized what I was doing in those small moments, I could have been, you know, more proud of myself and more happier for myself. So definitely that's what I do now, is just kind of slow down, enjoy the moments, and just take life day by day, for sure.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Usually when people say it, I'm telling my adult self that. And I'm literally telling my adult self always be gentle and appreciate where you are constantly.
Still a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. You know?
It's still, and it might always be.
Feel like you're not doing enough. You know?
Right.
Always.
That was me today.
Yeah.
I was working and had to take a moment and being like, no, this is actually what you wanted. So you actually have to remind yourself that you are where you asked to be and continue to manifest things to get you to that next step. But bitch, remember, this is where you want it to be.
Exactly.
Always. Yeah, I do that like every day. Every. And then the last question is, what do you know for sure?
What do I know for sure? That I'm gonna be a bad bitch not outside this summer. Period.
Falling in love 3-4 times.
Right.
That's one thing I know for sure.
Certified lover girl.
I'm outside. No, it's not. I had to take a year off due to COVID-19. I'm vaccinated. I'm ready. I'm outside.
I love it. CLG looking for her BGDs.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, CLG.
BDB.
I'm like, PPP.
I knew what you mean. I got my PPE on, looking for my BDB.
Hello. Oh, hello. All of the acronyms for the summer. Okay. All of them.
I'm motherfucking dead. These Leos. Okay, Drea.
Like, one thing I know for sure, I'm gonna be a boss ass bitch.
Okay.
Beat.
About.
I'm right, about. I'm right. I'm a boss ass. I love that song.
I love both of y'all responses, honestly.
Love,
Because you gotta remind yourself of that.
Yeah. And I was about to say, because so many times we don't like step into it, right? And you always want to be, it's like, oh, let me be humble. And sometimes it's like, no, I'm really that bitch. Like, you have to walk. And it's like, it's not even on like some cocky shit, but it's like, it's been proven and tried. I'm really that bitch.
What it is. It just is what it is.
You have to remind yourself too, because it's like, you can't never lose sight of the grind, you know? Like, you gotta grind for that shit. You gotta hustle for that shit. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna be a boss ass bitch, and then you not putting no hustle behind it. Like I always tell myself that all the time because I feel like whenever I start to get like a little feeling like lazy and I don't really want to do shit, I'm like, no, bitch, this is the goal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people don't realize manifestation requires work as well.
Yeah.
Faith without works is dead.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to put in the work, child.
Yeah, child. Because I mean, I'm with y'all. Like, niggas is moving way too humble. I'm about to pull this Joker card out on these girls one of these days.
Pop out.
Pop out at your pop.
I was just telling myself that the other day, like, I'm so humble.
You too humble.
Lex is like that too.
Yeah, I am. But I feel like I feel like I am humble, but at the same time, because I feel like I've gotten to a point as well where like people talk shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times when I'm just kind of like, when people are saying nasty or mean things to me, all I gotta do is retweet my mentions so y'all know what the fuck going on. And y'all see how much people fucking fuck with me and how much people love me. You know what I'm saying? But because sometimes you gotta remind people like, I'm not here for you. I'm here for them. They love me. I'm not, if you don't like me, that's cool. But it's one of you and it's 50,000 people who are tuning in, listening to Poor Minds every fucking week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it is what it is, you know?
No, I love that. Because it's definitely, you got to be mentally strong for that shit too. Like, you can't fold that every time like somebody says something, and especially the crazy shit. Like, every time I see, I told you again, every time I see, I'm just like, this is crazy. Why do people go on other people's mentions and berate them?
Why?
All day. And
I
don't get it. I'm not a reactor.
Because no one keeps that same energy in person. No one.
They don't. They never do.
They just gonna stare at you. That's it.
Yeah, and that.
I asked for a picture.
Right, literally ask for a picture. And so the quote of the day is, what belongs to you will effortlessly flow into your life. Instead of worrying about how, just relax and be in a deserving state to receive. Believe that it is already yours. Start owning and being the energy of what you want to receive. Start matching what you want to attract. That's kind of what we talked about.
We just talked about
that. We just talked.
Perfect quote.
Right, we just talked about that.
I'm moving way too humble.
Let me put my water up in there for that one.
A little open glass. I mean, empty glass.
Water.
Okay, look, the wine is gone now. I got little remnants.
Look, now I know I ain't gonna lose no damn weight. I'm gonna have another glass.
It's still early over here, so
yeah, I'll work out.
We gotta fly down to Atlanta to like hang with y'all.
We do.
Yes, we definitely gotta collab and do some work too. Hang out, turn up, all that good shit.
Yes, Lord.
Come on.
Right, like you said, Dax.
I told y'all I'm outside now.
Yeah,
like, all summer, bring y'all eggs.
Yeah, I was like, Atlanta is my second home. I was actually gonna come on Thursday, and now I guess I was like, no, child, sit your ass down. But that's my second home or second workplace home. So definitely we will let y'all know.
Yeah.
And where can people find y'all?
You can find
go ahead.
You can go.
Oh, well, you can find me on Twitter at LexP_. And I think that's it. Is it 1 underscore or 2?
Lex_P_, right?
No, that's my Instagram. I don't know. Just search Lex P. Something gonna pop up.
It come up.
Yeah, and you can find us on YouTube. We drop episodes every Friday. That's Poor Minds, POURMINDS. You can follow us on Instagram at Poor Minds. That's POUR_MINDS.
And you can find me on Twitter at Drea Nicole _ and on Instagram at Drea Nicole with 3 E's.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much. This was so fun.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, this was so fun.
Thank y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Y'all can hang out if you want.